What's good, NBA fans? It's your boy TTN John, and I am back with another video, man. In today's video, we'll be going over some NBA trades that may shock us this NBA season. Without further ado, let's get into it. With the first trade I got, man, I know this one already been in the air a little bit. Y'all might be like, man, they ain't gonna shock nobody. But I have Klay Thompson, okay? So with Klay Thompson, I know it's been in the air because he's been playing real inconsistent this year, okay? I know he's been playing real inconsistent this year, and a lot of people don't like to see Steph Curry lose like this, okay? The Warriors have been struggling this season. Wiggins been struggling. Draymond has been suspended. You know, they've been going through a lot this season, okay? And a lot of people want to see the Warriors find clarity, find peace, and find that winning formula that they've been having these last couple seasons. So if the Warriors realistically trade Klay Thompson, we'll see the original core of Draymond Green, Stephen Curry, and Klay Thompson broken up. And that would just be insane. I think with that being alone, I think that will shock the whole league. I think you'll see LeBron and I think you'll see all the NBA players and coaches really shocked with the Warriors moving them, okay? We even seen Bob Myers say that he literally quit his job because he didn't know what to do. Like, the old GM did not know what to do with this organization. He didn't want to break this up. He seen that he know in the real, like, okay, I need to break this up, but it's too many relationships. Like he said, it's too many relationships, too much success over the years. You just don't want to break it up, but at the same time, you don't want to extend it, okay? Because it's not going good, okay? You probably don't want to extend Klay too long or Draymond too much longer. Yeah, man, it's sad to see. But I personally can't see this happening with the Warriors. I just don't see them trading Klay Thompson. I just think Klay Thompson means a lot to that organization. Just a lot more than just being a bad player. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Klay Thompson can be a bad player and still be in the Bay. I just don't think he'll ever get the money he wants, and that might cause him to leave, okay? So, like I said, it is a business at the end of the day. So we could see Klay Thompson suiting up in the different jerseys here soon, but that's gonna be crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I personally want to see Klay Thompson somewhere different, okay? The Warriors have been looking bad, and I really think if they move Klay and start fresh, man, they might find their foot in here soon, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But Klay Thompson definitely is on this list. Let's get into the next player. With the next player, I have Trae Young. I don't know about this player. I don't think y'all seen this coming. I think this one, for me, it's kind of been one of these, like, for me, because I like Trae Young, and I think, you know, in Atlanta, he's wasting his talent. With all the trade talks being on DeJounte Murray, we might see the Hawks, you know what I'm saying, make a shocking trade and trade Trae Young. Trae Young has been putting up some great numbers with the Hawks every season he has been with them. He's been with them 6 seasons, and ever since he got there, he's been a star. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely been the player they looked at and been like, here you go, here's our franchise, okay? So Trae Young is definitely a franchise player. He's definitely a superstar in the league. Well, probably not a superstar because he hasn't had a lot of playoff success, but he's definitely a star in the league, and he's definitely a franchise player. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think he's the Atlanta Hawks franchise player. But there is a lot of questions with Trae Young's play style, wondering if that can equate to winning. A lot of people is questioning Trae Young's defense, and I can agree on both those. I can't agree on the play style because I feel like Trae Young's play style is very good for a young point guard. You know, he gets teammates involved and he scores at a good rate. You know what I'm saying? He's not always the most efficient, but we all know Trae Young can shoot the long ball with the best of them, and he gets his teammates involved. I don't see his play style being I don't think his play style would motivate the Hawks to move him at all, okay? I don't think his play style would have anything to do with it. I think it'll have to do with more of his attitude. Like, I mean, we've seen in the past him argue with his coach, you know what I'm saying? So if that was to ever happen with Quentin Snyder, or if we was to see him go through coach, that could be a reason to, you know, maybe to get rid of him. But Trae Young is a good guy, you know what I'm saying? He only had a problem with one coach, and like I said, he's a good player. So I think the only reason he would get traded is because he would want it, you know what I'm saying? I could see him requesting a trade. Like I said, this situation has been terrible in Atlanta. They're 11th in the West. I mean, they're 11th in the East. I can't talk. They're 11th in the East, and they just traded for DeJounte Murray last season. So I could see a lot of people in Atlanta just being disappointed and just being kind of fed up and being ready to, you know, move on to something new here in Atlanta. So like I said, this could be a shocking trade right here, man. We could see Trae Young in a different jersey, man. I don't know where I would like to see Trae Young because I can't see Trae Young nowhere different. It's kind of weird to say that. Like, I can't see Trae Young nowhere different, but I want to see him traded very badly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense at all, but I do want Trae Young traded, man. Y'all let me know down below in the comments where y'all would want Trae Young. Yeah, he's definitely somebody that could shock us, you know what I'm saying? The next player that I got that could probably shockingly get traded this season is Mikal Bridges, okay? After being traded last season from the Phoenix Suns in a package for Kevin Durant, we seen Mikal Bridges kind of shift over, and he's been attempting to be the number one option for the Brooklyn Nets because he's clearly the best player in the Brooklyn Nets. And he even stated last season that he was going to work on his offensive game this summer to, be more of a shot creator for the Brooklyn Nets, seeing that he was more of a corner shooter in the Phoenix Suns, with Chris Paul, Devin Booker. Yeah, he's averaging 21.4 points per game on 45, 35, and 84 splits, which ain't bad, but you definitely see a drop in his three-point percentage. You know what I'm saying? He shot 38% last season. He's now shooting 35. It ain't the worst, but it's something to keep your eye on. I just don't like Mikal as a number one option. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Mikal as a number one option. I think Mikal is definitely better, at the wing spot, at the key role player spot. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a very good, fourth option, third option, very good defender. He's always going to be probably the best defender on his team, and he hustles, he plays every game, he's real durable. He's definitely somebody you want on a contender, you know what I'm saying? I just don't think Brooklyn is the right spot, and I don't think him being a number one offensive option, well, he's probably not the number one offensive option, but him being the best player on the team in the East just isn't good in my opinion. No offense to him, but you just gotta look at the East and look up in the air and look who you gotta face. And you got Mikal Bridges as your best player. I'm just saying, you feel me? I just don't know, what's Brooklyn playing with that. I hope, they look to trade him because I feel like he will be I just think it's better on both parts. I think it's better for Mikal to be on a contender, and I think it's better for Brooklyn to, trade Mikal, get some young talent, get some picks, and get ready for this rebuild. You feel me? But the next trade that might shock us this NBA season, and I know a lot of y'all might kill me for this, because I know y'all gonna kill me in the comments for this one. But MPJ, you know what I'm saying? I feel like MPJ, bro. MPJ. Now listen to me real quick. The Nuggets do have a winning formula, okay? And I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, why the hell would the Nuggets mess up their winning formula? You feel me? They've been winning. They got Jokic. I feel like with Jokic, they always got a chance to win a chip. You know what I'm saying? But one of the major concerns for the Nuggets since losing Bruce Brown and Jeff Green last season has been depth, okay? With their depth only being really Reggie Jackson and Chris Brown off the bench, it's kind of raising some concerns for me personally, you know what I'm saying, as an NBA fan. I'm looking at that and I'm just kind of like, okay, they can definitely use some depth. And if they look at Reggie Jackson and Chris Brown saying, hey, our bench ain't bringing enough, our depth isn't enough, they may look at MPJ as a trading piece, you know what I'm saying, to bring in some more quality players and, just bring in some more depth, you know what I'm saying, so they can have a more well-rounded team. I really don't see this happening. I'll be honest with you. I don't see MPJ being traded, but this definitely could be something that could shock us. I really do think this is possible. I don't think it will happen. I don't want it to happen, but it's definitely possible. MPJ has been, playing decent this season. We all know the sniper he is, and he could be used on any contender in this league, and we all know that. So y'all let me know down below in the comments how y'all feel about that one specifically, about that player specifically. Let me know down below in the comments how y'all feel about MPJ possibly being traded for more depth for the Nuggets, man. Let me know down below in the comments. And last but not least, we got my boy Donnie, man. We got my boy Donnie Mitchell. We all know that Donovan Mitchell wanted to be a New York Knick before he was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers, but he was traded to, actually he was one of the shocking trades, to be honest with you. He was actually one of the shocking trades being traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers. We all thought he was a New York Knick. He even admitted on a podcast, I think with Wendy. I don't know who he was on the podcast with, but he was on a podcast or a little sit down saying like he thought for sure he was a Knick. You know what I'm saying? He thought for sure he was a Knick, but he was traded to the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he was, of course he was like pleased with the team he was on, because I mean, look around, you got Darius Garland, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen as your teammates. So I mean, I'm pretty sure he was like satisfied with Cleveland, but we all know that New York was where he was looking to be. So with him being a free agent in 2025, I think this playoff stunt that Cleveland have this year is going to have a big part, on Donnie's free agency next season. So we'll see, man. We'll see, how all this go for all these players. Players right there are who I believe could possibly shock us this NBA season. You guys let me know down below in the comments if you guys got any other ideas or any other players you think could possibly shockingly get traded. Or let me know down below in the comments if any of these trades was dumb or shouldn't have been on the list, and tell me why, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do me a big favor, hit that like button, leave me a comment, and like I said, subscribe, turn that bell on so you'll never miss a video. Let me know down below in the comments any other videos you want to see. Love you guys. Till next video. You dig.